Hi, it's Isabella, and I spent 6 weeks on a ranch in Tennessee, USA baby. And today I'm showing you my first couple of weeks. So this is the place I'm staying. It's called The Ranch. This is my room. And during most of my days, I'm at the stables in Memphis volunteering in exchange for my accommodation. And these are my comrades: Kira, Bryn, Sage, Tyler, Alex, and Freddie, who would arrive a few weeks later. This is the stables that we're volunteering on. And this is Bob, the barn cat. Apparently he was born without a tail. There were also some horses, but I'll get to those guys later. We stayed in a house in Mississippi which was surrounded by gorgeous woodland. The owner even kept some wild horses on the property, which was really crazy to see each day. It's early morning. I've got up early to make lunch and get a little workout in. I was literally just making my sandwich and I look out the window. There were two of us that had cars so we could get to work and go grocery shopping, and we would drive to work every morning whilst listening to country music. The extent of the work at the stables was looking after the horses, keeping them fed and watered and comfortable, preparing them for trail rides, and general barn chores and tasks. Some days were hot, some days were cold, some days were really hard. Most days were pretty good. It was always muddy. My Timberlands got wrecked, but I'm glad that I brought them. Sometimes after work, everyone would play polo. I did not participate because I'm not that comfortable on a horse yet, so I just watched. And sometimes we would all go on rides just for fun. There was an opportunity to ride pretty much every day, so I quickly became more familiar with the horses. Every so often after work, we would visit a bar, and we made a special effort where possible to try as much American fast food as we could. So keep watching to see what I thought. We were given 3 days off a week, and we also got some extra time on the weekends to travel and see the States, and boy did we make use of that. Our hosts were really chilled, really friendly, and very generous. They also covered all the grocery shopping in exchange for our help. So overall, it was a very worthwhile deal in order to travel and see a bit of a different country on a budget. So let's start at the very beginning. It all started when I got on the plane. After 20 hours of traveling and a slight panic attack on the plane, I arrived in Memphis. I spent the first evening getting to know the other travellers, and then I hit the hay pretty early as I was very knackered and very jet lagged. The next morning I saw some deer out the window, and then I took my first trip to Walmart. This is my first time in a Walmart. I am with Sage, who I've just met yesterday. We're about to go in. I'm super excited. America. Whoa, it really is like actually massive in here. So I guess they literally just sell everything in here.
Yeah, they sell everything.
Everything at Walmart. I didn't film very much during the first week, just so that I could get my bearings with the new environment and get the hang of the work, but I did immediately make friends with Bob, who reminded me a lot of Colin and was very friendly. Overall, it was just nice to be outdoors every day, and I was really enjoying getting to know the horses. Then I had a day off, so I made use of my time. So I am here in Memphis. I am in the gorgeous place where I'm staying. There is a lot of land here, and I'm staying on a ranch just across the lake. Behind me is like where the horses are kept, the wild horses. They can kind of roam around the whole land, which is really cool. I don't know where they are at the moment. So yeah, I've been here about 4 days. It's been overwhelming. Today's a day off, so we've just been chilling in the ranch, me and the other volunteers. So the ranch where we're staying is just across the lake over behind those trees. I really wanted to go out on this dock, but it kind of looks unsafe. I did go out for a walk earlier with the dog, who's one of the volunteers' dogs, and he ran off and got lost, and it took us like 20 minutes to find him. So I'm gonna go on a little explore and see if I can find the horses. I just found the horses. Hey, horses. This one is really sweet. See you later, horses. This is the place I'm staying, and this is all the gorgeous woodland that surrounds it. It's absolutely mind-blowing. I got here really late in the evening, so I never like saw my surroundings, and then in the morning I woke up and I was like, holy crap, it's beautiful. Everything in this place is super old, like it almost seems like abandoned. This is like the back of the house. It's actually kind of spooky because this is the basement. Oh my god, it was so creepy. It was like one of them episodes of like when they go and like look around a place that's been deserted. That's the inside of it. But yeah, it's super random. Like there's a cash register here with like money in it. I put that little dude there earlier. I found him on the floor over there. And there's just super random stuff everywhere. To have a property that's like surrounded by woodland and a lake is just madness. Now I'm gonna go indoors and chill for a bit. Come back. We're on our way to the ranch. We've got Ruga, we've got Tyler driving, we've got Kira and Bryn in the back. We've got a 40-minute or 30-minute drive, and then we'll get there and start working.
The station wagon and $100 thinking about the girl.
When we arrive at the stables, it's breakfast time for the horses. The first thing we do is go out into the field, put the halters on the horses, lead them into the stables and secure them to their spot. Once all the horses are safely secured, it's time to feed them. And we also fill up their water buckets and make sure they have enough water throughout the day. Maybe this is too small for you, Chino. This one is too big. Hey, Captain. Hey. Once they're done, we collect up the food buckets. You all done? You're not finished, you're not finished, you're not finished. You're probably not finished. Nope. Hank, you're finished, are you? Yeah. It's done, finished. Are you finished, Maggie? Done. You finished? Hey, cowboy. Hey. Then it's time to groom the horses that have been allocated to ride today. They often get really muddy out in the field, but they were pretty clean today, which was lucky for us. Wet on his bum. Then we saddle up the horses that will be ridden. Each has their own pad and their own bridle, which is the mouthpiece, but the saddle changes depending on who's riding them. Then we take customers out on trail rides throughout the day. And that was all I filmed for today. But I'll be showing more of my days at work throughout this series. We went to this really nice bar/restaurant called the Fox and the Hound, and oh my goodness, this burger was incredible. Tater tots, my new fave. And we played pool.
Oh my gosh, you're like a dad.
You don't need a backseat driver.
You can take Bridgewater,
And then the week just rolled on by. Sonic shades. They look so good.
Hello. So I've been here about just 1 week now. Yeah, I'm at the stables where I am working or volunteering. So we've got all the horses behind. So far it's really good. I spent the first week kind of just getting my bearings and like just figuring out all the stuff, people telling me how to saddle, how to do things, particularly with particular horses.
One of my favourite fast food places that we went was Gus's world famous fried chicken. It was basically like a homemade version of KFC and so much better. The vibe was really cool in there. They had a jukebox just for country music and the chicken was amazing. We also made a stop at Chick-fil-A one night. Not as good as Gus's, but I definitely really liked it, especially the waffle fries, super tasty. I wish they had places like this in England.
So what kind of chicken are you?
I think we're getting number 7.
Number 7.
7.
Maybe I'll get number 6. You're too good at this.
Slides, you're cool. I like slides.
It's super fun actually.
It's so much fun.
Is that what your real voice sounds like?
No.
Oh, that's how we come back.
This is like the best ever. Look at the beautiful sky behind me. So we're just going to all play polo, except I'm not going to be playing and I don't have a helmet on, so that's not a good idea. But yeah, we just got done with like our trail rides. No, you're not going in there, honey, we're going this way. I'm riding Captain, who's got the same color hair as me. We're going past BK, that's the wild horse. Oh my god, the sky looks so pretty. Come on, this way. He's going to drag me through the branches.
Hey people.
I look like white cat. You don't. You look hot. If they want to see country, I can show them.
At the end of our first 2 weeks, me and some of the other volunteers were given some time off, so we decided to go on our first road trip across Tennessee. So we've stopped at a motel. Is it a motel or hotel? It's the hotel motel, and we're up super early because we're on our way to Nashville for the weekend. We're in Jackson, Tennessee. We're going to get breakfast and then we're going to get on the road. The motel breakfasts almost always included a biscuit, sausage patty, jam, and gravy if we were lucky. Definitely a strange one. It wasn't too bad though, but I was missing my English breakfasts.
Closing the souk.
We don't need footage of this.
Every girl's gotta go through this at some point.
Then we were back on the road again. And finally we arrived in Nashville. We spent the day shopping in vintage clothing stores and just exploring Nashville. Some of the streets were so beautiful. Evening rolled in and it was time to hit the Broadway Strip. The town was buzzing with lights, live music, and bobbing cowboy hats in every direction. We decided the best way to see as much as possible was to bar hop across the strip until we couldn't anymore. Every bar we visited had live country bands and singers, and everywhere seemed to have a crowd. It was the definition of lively and we loved it. It was also so awesome that almost every venue had a rooftop bar where you could see the whole strip.
Off we go to the rooftop bar, not to the employees only. Oh, here we are!
It's Taylor's.
It's nice out here.
Taylor's turn.
And considering the size of the shots we ordered, yes, that is one shot. It wasn't long until we were very merry indeed. And of course, we had to find a dance floor and enjoy the line dancing that was taking place, although we didn't know how to line dance at this point. And I did what I do best and I got up on that platform and danced the night away. No shame ever. The rest of the night in a nutshell, Kira got hit on, I sold a £20 note to a guy in a hat store for $27, and we ended the night in Taco Bell, which also served alcohol and had a band, only in Nashville.
In Taco Bell, we're gonna get shots in Taco Bell.
They're buy one, get two for the cost.
The rest of the night consisted of drunken shenanigans, milk shots in the hotel lobby, and collapsing on the floor of our hotel room in uncontrollable hysterics until we finally managed to put ourselves to bed. The next day, we were fragile to say the least, but it was worth it. We had a day of sightseeing planned, so we just had to suck it up and get some breakfast down us.
We're going to breakfast now. We're dead. We're so hungover. That's just pretty.
God, that's amazing.
We're in the breakfast area. Making waffles.
Oh, you've made loads. That'll be enough for all of us.
Lovely. Nice. Oh my god, that's so cool.
As for the rest of our trip, we visited the Grand Ole Opry, drove through the Tennessee Smoky Mountains, went on some long walks in the forest, saw some waterfalls, and climbed up a big-ass hill to the Smoky Mountains viewpoint. The next night we stopped at a really cool bar in Knoxville called Cotton Eye Joe. There was line dancing, bull riding, pool tables, lasso learning, multiple bars, and a burger joint that sold burgers the size of my head. Highly recommend this place if you want a fun night out in Knoxville. And yes, we did ride the bull. Then we drove through Gatlinburg and visited Helen Keller's birthplace and took a tour of the Ruby Falls Caves in Chattanooga. Safe to say, we squeezed a lot into 4 days, and I'm very fortunate to have met these lovely girls, without whom that road trip would not have been possible. So shout out to Kira and Bryn for being amazing. So glad that I met you guys. And that was my first 2 weeks in Tennessee. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to see more videos, and come back and watch the next one. Bye.